I'm going to go over 6 altcoins which I believe are undervalued and gonna do great in the upcoming bull run. If you're like me, been sitting there watching worthless meme tokens go up and up in value while things you have conviction in have not, do not lose conviction in why you invested in those in the first place. But we're going to go over 6 altcoins that I think are very, very good and have great principles and founders behind them. And wait till the very end. It's the one that is the most risky, but I also believe have the most upside. But as always, I want to welcome you all to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense. Over 800 subscribers in the last month. We hit over 1,000 subs today. If you're not one of those 1,000 people subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can be informed whenever I post a video like the other 1,000 people. But thank you to the Freeman Finance family, and if it makes money, it makes sense. As always, none of this is financial advice and is my personal opinion. But number one, I think, is the best overall tech in potentially the world since the World Wide Web was originally introduced. Internet computer is called the world computer. You can build decentralized finance applications on it, decentralized social media such as Tagger. They have decentralized TikTok. You can cross bridge. They have what's called chain key Bitcoin, and they're working on chain key Ethereum. That's mentioned right here in this trustless multi-chain. This is just a total revolutionizing the internet in a decentralized way, and you can stake the Internet Computer Protocol token with this. I've got videos that do deep dive into everything we're going to mention. This is just an overview of the 6 that I truly believe in, and Internet Computer is what I think is the best overall technology in crypto. And let's get into the price chart over the last month. Over the last month, we started the month around $12. Now we're almost 15. We had a spike up to 17, and then this drop was whenever the first time BTC hit 69,000 and was rejected. But I still think this is a great value. Right now we are 19th in overall market cap, okay? And it was 16th and it slowly fell down a little bit. But the tokenomics are really good in my opinion with Internet Computer. There is inflation and deflationary mechanisms within it. But either way, I think $14.76, really anything under $20 is a tremendous value. Like I said, none of this is financial advice, my personal opinion, but I am personally continuing to add into Internet Computer. Okay, the next is an exchange token, LCX. Okay, LCX is a exchange token in the country of Liechtenstein, and we will get into that in a little bit. But this is an exchange token. Why am I so bullish on this exchange token? Well, this is a very small country in Europe that has arguably the best cryptocurrency laws in the world. Okay, so if we go here, they passed what was called the Blockchain Act. Okay, it says here it's an integrated supervisor authority of the financial market and crypto regulations over there, but they're very pro crypto. And this is also one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. They have a population of only 38,000 people, but their GDP is 158,000. Okay, very small country, but I think this token, which is an exchange token, is poised to do very well, and I will get into why. So over the last month, we are down to 29 cents, and this is currently 303 in total market cap. They hit an all-time high in October of 21 of around 50 cents, a little bit under. The tokenomics, there's not been a lot of inflation, as you see, with the market cap relative to the price. If there had been a lot of inflation, this would be a lot higher and that would be a lot lower. And so there hasn't been a lot of inflation. The tokenomics are really good with 950 million total crypto exchange tokens, LCX, that will ever be released, and there's almost 800 million of those in circulation. So let's compare this to some other crypto exchange tokens over the years and see where we could potentially see it going. So if we just look at some exchange tokens, over here, we've got decentralized exchange tokens such as Uniswap, which is 18th in total market cap. But then you have something like Crow, which is crypto.com's, and that is 33 in overall market cap. Now, that is a United States-based exchange, so I would not expect LCX to get up to that market cap, but I definitely think it can have very good multiples and will do great, and I believe it is well undervalued going into the bull run that has already started. The next one is no other than Caspa. This is the best layer 1 in the world. This is better than Bitcoin as a layer 1. People might say, Freeman, that's crazy. How are you saying that's different than Bitcoin or better than Bitcoin? It just is. They modeled their Caspa off of Bitcoin shortfalls. Bitcoin was not known to gonna be massively adopted, okay? That's why you can only do 7 transactions per second. That's why it's extremely fast. Extremely expensive, not fast. It's the opposite of fast. But it is a great store of value. But Caspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, fully scalable layer 1 in the world. It is not a blockchain, it's a block DAG where the blocks are done in parallel, and that's what allows such a fast speed and time to finality, which is how long it takes for your transaction to actually go through, and it's extremely cheap. Caspa had a fair launch strategy, which means there was no pre-allocation to certain exchanges and things like that, and we'll get into the price chart and where you can buy those, but it is fair launched. It is proof of work, which is what Bitcoin is based off of, not proof of stake. And this is a very young crypto that is currently fell to 42 in total market cap. So over the last month, it is up 2 cents as of this point. It's fighting, bulls and bears are fighting over this 14-15 cent mark. I have been dollar cost averaging into this. I'm actually raising my average price, which is something I hardly ever do. Once I get into a token and I'm up a good amount, I normally don't dollar cost average anymore. But I think Caspa is the best layer 1 in all of crypto, and therefore I believe it will do great multiples still. Even though it has done so great over the last year, I still think there's a lot more upside, is my personal opinion. So I'm continuing to add into it. This is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. I have this in another video, but just if you were to compare why that is. If Caspa, and I'm not saying it is, this is not a price prediction, but if it had the total market cap of Bitcoin right now, which is about 1.3 trillion, Caspa would cost $56 a piece. So that shows you that it truly is a silver to the gold, which is perfectly fine. So if you look at the tokenomics, there's 23 billion in circulation right now, with a total of almost 29 billion that will ever be mined. The mining structure for Caspa is a lot quicker. Within a 10-year time frame, all Caspa will be mined, and that was done on purpose, and I have that in another video as well. But Bitcoin, of course, won't be mined until our grandchildren are here, okay? But I believe Caspa is an amazing value. It hit an all-time high of about 19 cents, and if you just look at the year chart, it's done amazing. But what we're seeing right now is not uncommon. When it went from 10 cents or 5 cents and it went up to 14 cents, it then pulled back to 9 cents, okay? So that's about a 50% retracement, which is healthy. We're not seeing big dumps or anything. We're seeing slowly price consolidation before we hit the next price point, which I'm hoping will be 24 cents, 25 cents, somewhere like that, and keep stair-stepping our way to the top 10 in total market cap. But I am extremely bullish on Caspa. Like I said, it's the only one I'm raising my my average into. So far we've went over the best technology in internet computer. We've went over the best layer 1 in Caspa. Now I want to get into DeFi. Okay, Maple token MPL is a decentralized finance lending protocol which works on Ethereum, Solana, and Base. Base is a layer 2 to Ethereum, but you can see here they've got $3.5 trillion of total loans issued, and they have great APY if you were to stake or allow them to lend out your money. So if we look at their X, they've got 31,000 followers and up to 18% net interest APY on USD Circle, BTC, Solana, and Wrapped ETH. Okay, and they are very active on here. They are very active. They, like they say here, they talk about their total monthly deposits, their total monthly loans originated, and what they gave out on yield for that month. So I really, really like this. I got into this around $12 probably a month ago. Maybe it was around the $11 mark, and it has went up $5 since then. So that has been a good investment for me. I'm not adding to this. I have enough of it that I'm happy with it. It is a lower market cap. It's 536 in total market cap. So the smaller total market cap you get, the riskier it is. This right now only has a $78 million market cap. With that being said, the quicker they also move. And we see how something CHEAP in the top 10 with a huge market cap was able to double and triple. So the money is there. And what I think will happen, I think the money, after all the gains are made out of the meme coin run that just happened, I think it will flow into these other altcoins. And I think that's when altcoin season will get started. If we go back to another trend, we're almost to the all-time high. The all-time high was $22, $21 back at the end of next year. Well, that's not true. That's the recent one. I'm sorry. The all-time high was $60. But let's look at market cap and see how tokenomics affected that. So if we look at total market cap, tokenomics really haven't affected it. If so, and what I mean by that is, if this price was $60 and currently we're at 17, and the market cap of right now was the same as back then that means inflation hit it really hard, and that we would need to hit an even higher market cap than it had hit before to ever get back to that price. But when you click market cap and you see the trends the same, it's not, inflation has not hit it, and it has very good tokenomics. So currently we're at about 80 million total market cap, and back then it was about a $270 million market cap. So this token has very good tokenomics, and Maple is very strong, and they lend a lot of money with a total of 10 million MPL to ever be in circulation. So I do think Maple is very good in the DeFi sector, and they are very popular, or active I should say, on X. Another one that I get told is a stable coin, and I hate to hear it, but is Quant. Quant is something that I think is a hidden gem, in the sense that it is right now 70 in total market cap. We'll get the official number in a minute. I've seen it as high as in the 30s before, but it is just not the sexiest play. Gilbert Verdian is the CEO of the company. Okay, he has a huge resume of working with different banks, international banks, in cybersecurity for some of the largest oil and gas companies in the world. But Quant is an overledger platform subscription model that is supposed to make it easy for big companies to use different blockchains simple. It's an overledger. So basically, using Quant's technology, their overledger technology, a corporation would be able to do transactions on Ethereum, and also accept Visa, MasterCard, Caspa, and they're also working on tokenization onto real world assets. So I think RWA will be a huge sector and a huge topic in this next bull run, and then going even into 2030. So I think quant we had a run up recently, but for like the last year, it had been plus or minus $10 from $100. We ran up to 132. This right here is when Bitcoin got rejected the first time, and it quickly came back up, and now we're consolidating and dropping a little bit to 121. So I would be lying if I said I hadn't thought about moving my quant into Caspa. I'm not going to. I'm going to be patient. I understand this is not the sexiest play. This is more of an international institution play with CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, but I believe being patient will pay dividends. This also has arguably the best tokenomics in all of the crypto industry, with a lot less supply than even BTC. So the most quant that will ever be in circulation is a little under 15 million, with a little over 12 million currently in circulation. And the tokenomics are great. There wasn't a large amount of tokens, and released, and I'll show you that. So we had an all-time high of approximately $400, and currently our market cap is 1.5 billion, and back then was 4.5 billion. So as you can see there, that's about a 3x away from here, and so there hasn't been a lot of inflation with this token, and there won't be. Basically all the circulation, or the total amount of Q&T quant, is already in circulation. I have another video going deep into the tokenomics, seeing how that other 2 million or so is kind of locked away. But I definitely think quant is poised to make a huge run, and I think it can happen extremely quick. But this is an institutionalist play, and this is not a degen play. But I do believe in quant, and I am going to stick with it. So last but not least, something that I think has the most upside but also the most risk is LimeWire. LimeWire is back, and LimeWire, when I was growing up, was a way to download pirated music. I knew people that did it. Personally, I never did it, but they have a lot of nostalgia built with people my age. And what they're doing now is, instead of being in the pirating form of it, they're working with content creators and AI to share revenue with those content creators. They have an AI on their website. You can log in and make an account, and they have an awesome AI generator. I ask it, make me a sleeve tattoo with my son's name and this skyline and stuff like that, and it was really able to put me out a pretty dang cool video. I haven't got it tattooed on me yet, but it was like a graphic video showing what the tattoo would look like. I mean, it was really cool. But so their business model is to get ad revenue, and this is paid out in LimeWire tokens, but they will share half the revenue with the content creators. But they're also doing token buybacks. And the token buybacks are important for this because they don't have the best tokenomics, I'm not going to lie. But I think that hype will override the poor tokenomics and the structure. And I get into that in another video of really the tokenomics. But right now, they are 703 in total market cap with only under $42 million total market cap. So this is one that if we have social media folks, if we have music artists start talking about LimeWire and people start hearing about it, you can definitely bet that it will have a quick run up. But like I said, none of this is financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. But in my opinion, I have decided that it is worth the risk into this token. So back here a month ago, it was 46 cents. I did not get into it at that price. I got in more around the 60 cent price, and so I'm pretty even. I'm seeing a lot of consolidation. If you were to just draw a line right here around 70 cents, we're plus or minus 10 cents, 8 cents from there. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation right here over the last week. The same thing, we're fairly flat if you were to take the average of it. These big dumps were when Bitcoin, I say big dumps, they're not that huge, but were when Bitcoin went up and down. And so I really think LimeWire has a lot of potential. They're integrating AI, which will be the hottest topic in the 2025 crypto bull run, I believe, and then even going further. I think AI is going to be the biggest name, the biggest topic for the next decade to come, and it will revolutionize the world. And so anything that ties AI to it will be huge. And then also just the following, the branding that LimeWire has already had, I believe it will make the token do very good. And if we look, they're not on any big exchanges. The way I bought it was through Coinbase Wallet, and I paid high fees to transfer it. But that's where we're at right now. The crypto market, we're 89 in the Fear and Greed Index. This cycle we peaked out at 90 before having that initial sell-off when we hit 69,000. But the bears and bulls are fighting. BTC currently is it's hit 69,000 a couple times and currently kept getting rejected. It hit it here, rejected, hit it here, rejected pretty good, and it's been fighting it, but we're yet to have a daily candle close above 69,000. But here we are right now. This is March 9th at 8:25 Central Standard Time, and we didn't get a huge rejection. So we will see what happens. Overall, I'm still very bullish on the overall crypto sector. A pullback would not surprise me, but I do think it will be short-lived. But like I said, thank you all for joining Freeman Financing Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense. As always, none of this is financial advice and is my personal opinion. Let me know down in the comments, are you invested in any of these, and what do you think about all of them now that we've reviewed them? I really think LCX is going to be one of the biggest exchange tokens this coming bull cycle, and I believe in all of them. But let me know what you think down below in the comments and anything else you would like me to review. Thank you. Altcoin season loading.